After a long hiatus, welcome back to Media Bites. So here's what's been going on. A while back, Ridley Scott announced that the Prometheus sequel was not going to have any xenomorphs in it, and was just going to focus on David and Shaw and the engineers. Then Neil Blomkamp announced that he had an idea for a What If Aliens sequel that would reintroduce Ripley, Hicks, and presumably Newt, going back to territory that fans have expressed interest in. More on that here. Then Ridley Scott announced that the Prometheus sequel would be entitled Alien: Paradise Lost, implying that he was reversing himself and was making an Alien sequel with epic poetry underpinnings. After all, here's the thing. If we're to believe IMDb, then both films are slated for a 2017 release. Now, I don't believe for 1 minute that 20th Century Fox has any intention of releasing 2 Alien movies in the same year. That would be product saturation overload, which doesn't help big-budget event movies, especially coming after Prometheus, which left fans and critics divided. It's much more likely, I think, what is happening is that Fox wants a surefire hit and has both directors tied up in what will turn out to be the same film. So all of these confusing press announcements are nothing more than teasing public opinion to find out what people think they want to see, and getting the online film comment community to do the work for them. There is no script for this sequel. There are only a couple of ideas being weighed against public opinion, and the one that wins is the one they're going to make, because at this point, the Alien franchise is not about finding a hungry young director and giving him a modest budget and creative freedom to play with the series. Alien is now about established directors, big budgets, big investments, and hedging against loss.
It's gotten out of control. It's too big.
Now, you'd think Fox would have learned from Prometheus that combining 2 different visions into one film makes an unsatisfying and confusing mess. But I don't think they have. Financial risk trumps all with a big budget. The concept of this film is going to be decided in a boardroom. What will get greenlit? I would expect that Alien: Paradise Lost is going to involve David and Dr. Shaw slingshotting around a neutron star or black hole because they have to, because for some reason it's in their way, and ending up in some unspecified future where they come across the Sulaco, adrift in space, and find the now much older survivors, and get trapped with a new alien or 3 on board that escape to the engineer ship, causing all kinds of mayhem and hatching out an army of xenomorphs which they'll have to nuke and sacrifice the engineer ship, while David and Shaw get long exposition dumps that were missing from Prometheus and try to convince Ripley and Hicks to go with them to the engineer planet in the Sulaco, which is where the film will end. That's what I would expect anyway. Will it be good?
I don't know!
I don't have any Alien expectations anymore, honestly. I would love to see the series go back to the believable blue-collar characters and gothic horror elements that made the first film so memorable. But that's not going to happen. Not with all the big-budget baggage that Prometheus created. I tend to think Scott himself made a symbolic statement about this in Prometheus. The opening scene where the engineer drinks the nasty stuff and disintegrates? I think the engineer represents the original film concept, and the nasty stuff represents the viral marketing and corporate control exerted on the film. What's the result? A beautiful, broken mess made by the best in the business to try to please everyone in the boardroom first, and everyone paying a ticket second. That's all for now. Do you agree with my theory? What do you think the sequel will be like? Leave your comments below, and subscribe if you haven't already. To all my fans, I just want to send my heartfelt thanks for all the kind words these past few months, and your patience. It's good to be back, and I'll see you next time.